What is up? Welcome back. It's nice to see you again. It has been a hot minute. It's been a whole week since I did one of these podcasts, and I apologize. Although, I also kind of did it as a test because I was curious to see if I didn't upload a podcast for a whole week, if anybody would say anything, and nobody said anything. So I don't really think anybody even noticed. But, here we are. Nobody really listens to them. Anyway, if you are somebody who's listening, I appreciate you being here, but nobody really noticed that I even stopped uploading them. So it was just kind of a test, and I guess I kind of got what I expected to happen, which was nobody even noticing. But hopefully in the future, I'll be able to get this podcast out to more people, have a bigger listening group, I guess. Also, it was a long time ago, so you might not remember, but I did this podcast last time with a different mic setup, and I changed it back to what it was originally because it was really annoying having those staticky noises in between everything. It was really frustrating. It was kind of hard to use as a setup, so I switched back to this microphone, so I don't have as many gadgets and all that fancy stuff. But I think it's fine because this one is doing pretty good as it is anyway. But yeah, today's episode is about the Chevy Camaro. This isn't about Chevy. This is about the Chevy Camaro, specifically the Camaro, because I want to do a Camaro episode. Anyway, how you guys doing? January's almost over. We're almost through the first month of 2024 already. I hope it's been a good year for you guys so far. I know for me it's been pretty good. I mean, as of right now, all three of my cars have issues. So, it's not great. But there's a lot of things that are going well. So it's making those not suck as bad. Like, for example, it's funny I have to think about it after I just said that, but I'm in a good gym routine. I'm in a good diet routine, which, normally stops after about a week, but I've been doing it since the first, so it's still going strong. I'm pretty happy with it. And, I feel like even though some things can kind of go bad or stop working the right way or, break, like all three of your cars breaking at the same time, there's still usually at least one positive thing you can look at, right? So it can't always be that bad. But if you want me to, I might be a little pause there. We have an hour. So basically, if you're curious about what's wrong with my cars, chalkboard car randomly decided not to start. I put a brand new battery in it about a month ago. All of a sudden, it doesn't start anymore, just dies immediately. And I just recently had the windshield replaced because there was a crack in the one that I just got replaced 8 months ago. I don't even think it was 8 months. It was about 9 months ago now that I had the windshield replaced, and then it was cracked and it replaced again. And the windshield wipers aren't working, so I have to figure out if it's just the linkage or if the motor. I don't think it's the motor, but either way, I gotta look at that. So I can't really drive that much because if it rains unexpectedly, I'm kind of stuck. I have to pull over and I'm stuck until it stops raining. As for the Ion red line, the e-brake snapped in the cold, so I don't have an e-brake. Throwout bearing's still going out, but that's been going out since I bought it. I just haven't had time to go check it out, and I haven't saved up enough money to get that fixed yet. That's pretty much it with that. The gearing is a little weird. When it's really cold, it feels like it's frozen. Like the gears feel frozen. You have to pretty much break the gear lever stick out. It feels like you're breaking it out of ice. It's kind of weird. I really don't understand why it feels like that. But what do I know, hey? And as for the wagon, the right-hand drive wagon, I just recently put the whole front end back together. I bought new tie rods. I bought new control arms and tie rod ends, and I just put all those on and went to get an alignment, and it's still bad. The steering wheel is still not good. My tires have very bad positive camber in the front, so I'm riding on like the outside edge of the wheel, which isn't good, and the steering feels terrible. So, you know, all three of the cars have some issue. I didn't get to drive the wagon for a while because it was up on jack stands while I was putting the front back together, but either way, you know, some things don't always work, and it's kind of stressful. A lot of money. Dumped a lot of money into these cars recently just to get them to keep working, otherwise I can't get to work or anywhere else. But they're at least, you know, I mean, that's a pretty first world problem to have, really. The fact that, oh no, I have 3 cars and all 3 of them have issues. Wow, look at poor me. Feel bad for me. I'm gonna turn the music down just a tad bit because I can't tell if I'm okay. That should be good. But yeah, poor me. Oh no, I had 3 cars and they're all having issues. I get it. I know that sounds pretty dumb, but it is true, and it is really frustrating because I'm having to dump so much money to get these things fixed. I thought, you know, having 3 cars would mean, oh, I have backup cars in case one of them, you know, goes down or needs to be parked for a bit. But no, all 3 of them have issues, and I don't have another backup car. At least not one that's registered, not one that runs. I don't even have. I have that 92 SC, but I haven't had time to drop the fuel tank in that yet to change the fuel, fuel pump. So I bought that fuel pump like a year ago. I haven't even had time to put it in. So, you know, it's really a lot of fun. But hey, here we are. We're back. I'm sorry for the delay. I know it's been a while. I kind of feel bad for those of you that were actually looking forward to the episodes. I apologize. I try not to miss uploads as much as possible, but juggling this with a full-time job, with also getting 3 videos out a week on YouTube, it can get kind of hectic, and there's a lot of days where I don't have time to sit and talk for an hour, and I feel bad, and I wish I did have more time and have a consistent upload schedule out for these, but you know, life happens, and I'm sure you guys forgive me. You know, as I get, well, hopefully, as this podcast gets more popular, it'll be more of an incentive to make sure I get them out on time, but that might take a while. But yeah, I have had car stuff to do, a lot of car repairs I've been working on, a lot of money I've been spending on that, so I haven't really been focusing on content creation as much recently, but I haven't completely stopped, and I won't. I'm not going to completely stop. But here we are, and I figure let's go ahead and get into it here, because I do have some stuff I also need to do after this podcast, and it's already 9:30, so I have to make sure I give myself time to do all the other stuff I have to do, and some time to relax, because, you know, I still want to relax and all that stuff. So, the Chevy Camaro is a mid-size American automobile manufactured by Chevrolet, classified as a pony car. It first went on sale on September 29th, 1966 for the 1967 model year, and was designed to compete with the Ford Mustang. The Camaro shared its platform and major components with the Firebird, produced by General Motors, Pontiac division, that was also introduced for 1967. 4 distinct generations of the Camaro were developed before production ended in 2002. The nameplate was revived on a concept car that evolved into the 5th gen Camaro, which started production March 16, 2009. The Camaro will be discontinued at the end of 2024 model year. Production ended in December of 2023, although Chevy has said this is not the end of Camaro's story. So, that to me says, hey, there's a chance we're going to turn it into like an SUV crossover or something like that. Which I don't understand. Why end the Camaro? Like, that's arguably one of the best cars that they have for sale right now. Why would they just end it and stop making them all of a sudden? I mean, what are all the cars they actively produce? I want to look that up, because I'm sure the Camaro has to be like the best one. What are all of the current cars that GM produces? Oh, this just tells me Chevy, Buick, GMC, Cadillac. I know they have like other companies, but like Chevy themselves. List of new Chevy. We got the Trailblazer, the Suburban. These are for 2023. Tahoe, the Bolt, the Corvette, Silverado, which is also an EV. The Equinox, which is an EV. Traverse, Bolt, Camaro, Corvette, and we're down to 2022, and the 2024 Chevy Trax. So, arguably, the best cars you have for sale right now, Chevrolet, are the Camaro and the Corvette. I mean, the Silverado's cool as long as it's not the EV one. Like, I don't know, truck and EV don't really go together very well. That's just me. I just don't think they function as well as a combustion truck with getting truck stuff done. But I haven't actually, used one for that, so I can't guarantee that it's not good. I don't think it can handle the beating that combustion engine trucks receive. But either way, the C8 Corvette and the Camaro are like pretty much their most popular cars that they produce right now. I'm not talking production sales number wise. I'm talking like what the people like. So I really am not sure why they're getting rid of the Camaro. It doesn't seem like a smart idea to me. Because the Corvette's kind of similar to the Camaro in a way, sure. But there are definitely people who prefer the Camaro over the Corvette because they want a little bit more practicality in everyday use. Like if you buy like a Z06 Corvette, that's probably not, like you could daily drive that, but it probably wouldn't be as good of an idea. But you could daily drive like a Camaro SS and it'd be a little bit more practical to daily drive. So I really just don't understand why they'd be getting rid of the Camaro. That doesn't really make sense. Also, why is my phone not connecting to any internet right now? That's really dumb. Oh well, anyway. But I don't know, that's just what I think. I think it's not exactly a smart move, but also I don't know what they have in store for the upcoming year, so I can't make too much of a judgment on it. Before any official announcement, reports began running during April of 1965 within the automotive press that Chevy was preparing a competitor to the Ford Mustang. Also, if you hear my cat, I'm so very sorry. She's very talkative. It was codenamed Panther. On June 21st, 1966, around 200 automotive journalists received a telegram from General Motors stating, quote, "Please save noon of June 28th for important SEPAW meeting. Hope you can be on hand to help scratch a cat. Details will follow." Signed, John L. Cutter, Chevy Public Relations, CPA Secretary. The following day, end quote. The following day, the same journalist received another General Motors telegram stating, "Society for the Eradication of Panthers from the Automotive World will hold first and last meeting on June 28th. Signed, the same guy. End quote. These telegrams puzzled automotive journalists. On June 28th, 1966, General Motors held a live press conference in Detroit's Statler Hilton Hotel. Statler Hilton Hotel. It was the first time that 14 cities were connected in real time for a press conference via telephone lines. Chevrolet General Manager Pete Estes, maybe it's French. I know the Chevrolet, what the company's named after, is French. It's a French dude. So Pete Estes started the first news conference stating that all attendees of the conference were charter members of the Society for the Elimination of Panthers from the Automotive World, and that this would be the first and last meeting of CPA. Este then announced a new car line, Project designation XP836 with a name that Chevy chose to keep with other car names beginning with the letter C, such as the Corvair, the Chevelle, the Chevy 2, and the Corvette. He claimed the name suggests the comradeship of good friends as a personal car should be to its owner, and that to us the name means just what we think the car will do. Go. The Camaro name was then unveiled. Automotive Press asked Chevrolet product managers what is a Camaro, and they were told it was a small, vicious animal that eats Mustangs. Nice. An obvious reference to the Ford Mustang, which created and dominated the pony car market GM was entering. According to the book, The Complete Book of Camaro, every model since 1967. The name Camaro was conceived by Chevrolet merchandising manager Bob Lund and General Motors vice president Ed Rollet. See, that I feel like it actually is French because it ends in 2 T's. I guess it could be roulette, but I don't know. While they were reading the book, Heath's French and English dictionary, well, there it is, James Boyle, and by D.V. Payne. Payne? Is that really his name? Payne. Payne. That's kind of funny. Printed in 1936. I'm not making fun of him, that's just kind of funny. In the book, The Complete Book of Camaro, it states that Mr. Lund and Mr. Rollet found the word Camaro in the French-English dictionary was slang to mean friend, pal, or comrade. The article further repeated Estes' statement of what the word Camaro was meant to imply, that the car's name suggests the comradeship of good friends as a personal car should be to its owner. The accepted French word with the closest meaning is camarade. From the English word comrade is derived. So basically like comrade, comrade, yeah. You get it. I'm sure you get it. The Camaro was first shown at a press preview in Detroit on September 12, 1966, and later in Los Angeles on September 19, 1966. The public introduction of the new model was on September 26, 1966. The Camaro officially went on sale in dealerships on the 29th for the 67 model year. The 29th of September, by the way. I just didn't want to have to say September again, but I guess I ended up saying it anyway. The first generation Camaro. Let me go ahead and get you a picture before we get too far, so that way you have something to look at. The first gen Camaro. I'm sure you probably know what it looks like, but there it is. The first generation Camaro debuted in September of 1966. Of course, as I just said, it was produced for the 1967 through 1969 model years on a new rear-wheel drive GM F-body platform as a two-door, 2+2 in hardtop coupe and convertible models. The base engine was 230 cubic inches, inline 6, with a 256 4.1 liter V6 or a 4.9 liter. That was at a 5 liter, 5.4 liter, 5.7 liter, and a 6.5 liter V8. Concerned with the runaway success of the Ford Mustang, Chevy executives realized that the sporty version of their compact rear-engine Corvair, the Monza, would not be able to generate the sales volume of the Mustang due to limitations with that layout, including its inability to share the whole range of Chevy engines, and declining sales, partly due to the negative publicity from Ralph Nader's book, Unsafe at Any Speed. That's a very popular book, by the way. It talks about how the Corvair is just a death trap, pretty much. Therefore, the Camaro was touted as having the same conventional rear-drive front-engine configuration as the Mustang. In addition, the Camaro could borrow parts from the existing Chevy Nova the way the Mustang did from the Ford Falcon. The first generation Camaro lasted until the 1969 model year and eventually inspired the design of the new retro 5th generation Camaro, which that's the generation my mom has, and I can see it. Yeah, you guys want to see it? You probably do. It'll probably be easier in case you don't know what the 5th gen looks like off the top of your head. Once you see it, though, you'll definitely know that you have seen it before. There it is. That's the 5th gen. We'll kind of put them near each other so you can kind of see how they look a little similar, especially the lights, mostly the lights, but you can see how they're kind of shared with each other. The first generation was available in Super Sport, Rally Sport, and beginning in December of 1966, the high-performance Z28 model. It came with stripes on the hood and trunk that could be deleted at no charge. styled rally road wheels, and a special 4.9-liter V8 that had been developed for Trans Am Series racing. The front vent windows were discontinued after the 67 model year, while safety side marker lights were introduced for the 68 models. I really wish cars nowadays still had those vent windows. The suck truck, as we like to call it, that I drive for work, like the septic tank suck truck things, has them, and I use them every time that I drive that thing. They're sick. They're so cool. And you can use them when it rains, and you don't get rain in the car, but you can still get airflow. It's sweet. I really wish they still had them. I'm assuming it's just a cost thing. It probably just costs more to make that one little piece of glass and all those mechanisms. And although I doubt it's that expensive, and they probably still make a lot of profit on the car regardless, they're kind of greedy. So then we have the second generation from 1970 to 1981. Introduced in February of 1970, the second generation Camaro was produced through the 1981 model year, with cosmetic changes made for the 97 and 74 and 78 model years. Let me get you a picture. This is probably one of my favorite Camaros. It's just it's so sweet. Really, really aggressive and sporty looking. This might be, this is the Z28 right here, but this might be one of my favorite, maybe. I know the third gen's pretty iconic, but something about this one is it just looks like, that looks really good, you know? The car was heavily restyled and became somewhat larger and wider with the new styling. Based on the F-body platform, the new Camaro was similar to its predecessor with a unibody structure, front subframe, an A-arm front suspension, and leaf springs to control the solid rear axle. The 1980 and 1981 Z28 models included an air induction hood scoop with an intake door that opened under full throttle. The RS-SS package was dropped in 1972 and reintroduced in 1996. And Road and Track included the 1971 SS350 as one of the 10 best cars in the world in August of 1971. That's crazy. Imagine, producing a car and having a company say, this is one of the 10 best cars in the world. Now, I don't know if they mean like just America or if they actually mean the world, because I have heard of companies that are like, oh, this is the best car in the world, and it's like, it's the best car that's available for sale in America only, not anywhere else in the world. So, I don't know. But if it actually is the whole world, that's a crazy achievement. So next, we get into, I don't know. I don't think it's better than second gen, but it's really close. We get into the third gen. The third generation Camaro was produced from 1981 for the 1982 model year until 1992. These were the first Camaros to offer modern fuel injection, turbo, hydromatic, 700 R4 speed, R4 4-speed automatic transmission, 5-speed manual transmission, 14, 15, or 16-inch road wheels, a standard single cam 4-cylinder engine, which is just, little 4-banger, and hatchback bodies. These cars were nearly 500 pounds lighter than the previous model. The IROC Z was introduced in 1985 and continued through 1990. Let me get you a picture of this generation right here. I know we're taking the beautiful second gen off the screen, but we're talking about the third gen now. Still beautiful, but something about the second gen is just better. National Highway Traffic Safety Emission regulations required a center high-mounted stop lamp starting with the 1986 model year. So, the third brake light. For 1986, the new brake light was located on the exterior of the upper center area of the back hatch glass. Additionally, the 2.5-liter Iron Duke pushrod 4-cylinder engine was dropped, and all base models now came with the 2.8-liter V6. For 1987 and later, the CHMSL, which is center high-mounted stop, which is the third brake light, was either mounted inside the upper hatch glass or integrated into a rear spoiler if the car had one. In 1985, the 5-liter small block V8 was available with indirect injection called tuned port injection. In 1987, the L98 5.7-liter V8 engine became a regular option on the IROC Z, paired with an automatic transmission only, unfortunately. The convertible body style returned in 1987 after being last produced in 1969, and all models came with a special 20th anniversary commemorative edition leather map pocket. The 1992 models offered a 25th anniversary heritage package that included stripes and a unique spoiler plaque. Beginning in 1988, the 1LE performance package was introduced, optional on street models, and had showroom stock racing in the US and Canada. The B4C or police package was made available beginning in 1991, and this was basically a Z28 with more RS styling. So what we have on the screen right now is a Z28. It's a 84 Z28. So this means it doesn't have a third mounted brake light because it wasn't required yet. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so now we go to arguably the most controversial Camaro ever released. We have the Catfish Camaro up on the screen. I'm putting a 1993 Z28 Catfish Camaro. I don't hate the Catfish, but it's not the best. It kind of looks like a first-gen Saturn SC if you look at it at the right angle, which they released around the same time. So actually they released pretty much at the same time. I mean, the same year. Okay, actually this was a year after, so that makes a lot of sense actually, because they came out pretty much at the exact same time. So that's probably where they got the styling from. But the Saturn doesn't look like a Catfish. Okay, it's different. It doesn't look as Catfish-like. But the 4th Gen Camaro debuted in 1993 on an updated F-body platform. It retained the same characteristics since its introduction in 1967, a coupe body style with 2+2 seating, with an optional T-top, of course, or convertible, which was reintroduced in 94. Rear-wheel drive, pushrod, 6-cylinder, and V8 engines. The standard engine from 1993 through 1995 was a 3.4-liter V6, and then a 3.8-liter V6 was introduced in 95. A 300 LT1 small block V8 was introduced in the Corvette in 1992, was standard in the Z28. Optional equipment included all-speed traction control and a new 6-speed manual transmission. The 4-speed automatic transmission was standard on the Z28, yet optional on the V6 models, which came with a 5-speed manual as standard. Anti-lock brakes were standard equipment on all Camaros. I don't like how the automatic was standard on the Z28, but the V6s came with a 5-speed manual. Like, that should be swapped, I think. I know back in the day, like I say that like it's a really long time ago. I know when this car first came out, majority of people who drove could drive manual. Like, it was almost, a lot of cars were manual. Not anymore, which is why a lot of people actually, you ask them if they can and they can't, which makes me feel a little bit safer, because my cars are manual, so if somebody tries to steal it, they're gonna have no idea how to drive it. Makes me feel a little bit better. But I don't know. I feel like that should be switched. The faster, bigger engine, and you're gonna go with the automatic, and you're gonna put the V6 with the 5-speed. It doesn't make sense. I don't know. A limited quantity of the SS version came with a 330 horsepower LT4 small block from the Corvette, although most were equipped with a 275 horsepower LT1. The 1997 model year included a revisited interior, and the 1998 models included exterior styling changes and a switch to GM's aluminum block LS1 used in the C5 Corvette. In 1998, the 5.7-liter LS1 was the first all-aluminum engine offered in a Camaro since the 1969 ZL1 and was rated at 305 horsepower. The SS version received slightly improved exhaust and intake systems, bigger wheels and tires, slightly revised suspension for improved handling and grip while retaining ride comfort, an arc-shaped rear wing for downforce, and different gearing ratios for faster acceleration. Over the Z28 models, which I guess, that makes kind of sense, because you're giving it a Z28, faster, bigger, more horsepower. It makes sense to, actually make it better to drive. There was also a 35th anniversary edition for the 2002 model year. I don't know how rare those are. I don't think they're super rare. I mean, they're probably not common, but I don't think they're rare necessarily. Production of the F-body platform was discontinued due to slowing sales, a deteriorating market for sports coupes, and plant overcapacity, but an entirely new platform went on sale in 2009. The B4C Special Service Package for police agencies was carried over from the third generation and sold between 1993 and 2002. Those police Camaros. So now I'm going to bring up this picture once again. We're getting into the 5th gen. This is the generation that my mom owns. She owns a black convertible RS. Well, there's that. Black convertible RS 5th gen Camaro. Looks just like that. I've driven it. That was actually the car I pretty much learned how to drive on. When I first got my license, I would drive that to and from school and all that. So that's cool. Which is funny because I get in it now sometimes and I have no idea. There are so many blind spots in this car. It is so hard to see where you're going. The windshield is small and it's like very tilted, so you're not getting a lot of windshield space. The blind spots are terrible. I don't know how I learned how to drive on this, but it's kind of insane. It's a good car. It's just, there's a lot of blind spots. Especially, I think it's worse in the convertible because it's a convertible. Your rear window is like way smaller. So, I mean, hey, you know, it was cool. I got to pass people though. I can't really do that as much now in my car. The red line's an exception, but the other cars. Moving on, the Camaro received a complete redesign and new platform in 2009 for the 2010 model year and 5th generation, based on the 2006 Camaro concept and 2007 Camaro convertible concept. Production of the 5th generation Camaro was approved on August 10th, 2006. The Oshawa car assembly plant in the city of Oshawa, Ontario, Canada, began producing the new Camaro, which went on sale in spring of 2009 as a 2010 model year vehicle. The new body used styling cues from the 1969 Camaro, including the grille, roof styling, quarter windows, and side trim. Unlike the 69 model and the 2006 concept, the production model's quarter windows were fixed and had a thick B-pillar behind the glass. Still really hard to see though. Following the development of the Zeta architecture and because of its position as the GM Global Center of rear-wheel drive development, Holden in Australia led the final design, engineering, and development of the Camaro. Production of the coupe began on March 16, 2009 in LS, LT, and SS trim levels. LS and LT models included a 3.6-liter V6 producing 312 horsepower, and for the 2010 and 11 models, mated to either a 6-speed manual or 6-speed automatic with manual shift. Yeah, that's what my mom has. She has the automatic with manual option with the paddle shifters. The SS features, which I know she has the RS, but she has the automatic with the paddle shifters. The SS features the 6.2-liter LS3 V8 producing 426 horsepower and is paired with a 6-speed manual. See, that's more like it. That's more like it. The automatic SS has the V8 with 400 horsepower. The RS appearance package is available on both the LT and SS and features 20-inch wheels with a darker gray tone, halo rings around the headlamps, a unique spoiler, and a red RS or SS badge. Which is interesting because I don't think the one in the picture is an RS, but it has the halo. They probably swapped them. Actually, it might be an SS. That might actually be an SS with the RS styling package, like the thingy I just read. Because, well, I don't know, actually. That might just be like an LS or an LT that they put the headlights on. Because I don't remember. I'm trying to remember if my mom's has that little hood air ram intake entry thing. I don't think it does. So that might be it. I kind of want to look. I want to find out, because that's the whole point of this podcast, is to learn. So I want to figure out if that's like an SS thing. Okay, so that has it. Because if it's not, maybe it might just be differential on the years. Yeah, because this one is an SS, but it doesn't have it. So I guess it's just like an optional for the car. It's not necessarily... I want to look up the RS. Yeah, see, because some of these pictures of the RSs, I mean, you can't see. Some of the pictures of the RS had too. I guess she does have it, and I just didn't realize it, or she has the one that doesn't have it. But I guess it's not an SS only thing. I don't know. I'm trying to look it up, but nothing's helping me. I'm not getting a definitive answer, because here's an RS, and it doesn't have, right here where my mouse is, this little hood scoop entry thing. I don't think she has it. So I really want to believe that this is an SS. But it doesn't look like an SS though. There's no, like, who would take off the SS badge, you know? Those are the SS wheels though. Okay, it's probably an SS then. Because those are the SS wheels. Because the RS wheels, are they? Oh no, dude. I think those might be the RS wheels. I'm trying to, because my mom, she had the RS wheels and she put SS wheels on it. I'm trying to remember if it looked like these, or I know I'm supposed to know this already. I think this is an RS. I think this is an RS because I think the SS wheels come out a little smoother. Those could be the same. They might be the same. I'm not finding, hold on. I'm going to look up specifically the wheels themselves. Okay, that's what they look like. Yep, SS wheels. Okay. I know they have different wheels. I know they're not the same. I know they're not the same. I know the RS and the SS have different wheels. I know it. I know it for a fact. Oh, that's right. Okay, these are SS wheels. That's right. Yep. These are SS wheels. So it might be an SS. It's probably an SS then. It's just weird. Why would you take the SS badge off? I spent way too much time on that. But yeah, those are the SS wheels. That's right, I completely forgot. Because the RS wheels, so you notice how the lugs right here are with the spokes? Can I paste the, there we go. So you see the RS wheels are in between the spokes when the SS are in line with, I completely forgot. So yeah, that is, I guess it's an SS. I don't know, it's weird. I've never had this much trouble identifying. Normally I can tell. But also they normally have the little badge. Like, see this, you can't see it. But this is an RS with the SS wheels on it. This is what my mom's looks like. That's an SS that has the same wheels. These are SS wheels. I just want to know if that little hood entrance right here is an RS or SS only thing, because I don't recall there being a difference. What is this? Is this an RS? No, that's an SS, and it doesn't have it. That doesn't make any sense. You're learning along with me here. See, this is an RS, and it doesn't have it. I don't think my mom has it. I don't think the RS has the hood entrance, so I'm pretty sure this is an SS. I'm pretty sure. I just don't know why you would take the SS badge off, but I'm pretty sure this is an SS because it looks, yeah, okay, I've come to my senses. It's an SS because it looks exactly like this. The front end looks the same, the wheels are the same, the spoiler looks, there's no spoiler, looks the same, and this is an SS. That's an S, right? That's an S. Is that an R? Hold on. Please tell me that's... No, let me zoom in. No, that definitely says SS. Okay, we solved it. That's an SS. So yeah, the SS only has that. The RS doesn't have it. Cool, we solved it. We fixed it. Everything's good now. Yep. Yep, that's an SS. It has it. Okay. Oh, but that's an SS and it doesn't have it. Well, that's not an original bumper though. That's aftermarket, so that doesn't count. Okay, cool. We solved it. We're good. We solved it. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. We fixed it. Nothing to be worried about. I solved it. This is an SS in the picture. Okay, where was I? I don't remember. Okay. In addition to the original 2012 Camaro LS model, Chevy offered a 2LS model with a 2.92 rear axle ratio that increased fuel economy. The base engine 2012 model had a higher red line than previous V6 models, now reaching 7,200 RPM. Almost all 2LS models had various styles of rear spoiler. On April 1st, 2010, the Camaro was named the World Car Design of the Year at the World Car of the Year Awards, so that's really cool. In late January 2011, the production of the 2011 Camaro convertible started, the first going to Rick Hendrick via Barrett Jackson car auction. Convertibles had some options as a coupe. Some convertibles had the same options as the coupe, engines, RS, SS, all that. The Camaro convertible had an aluminum brace over the engine assembly under the transmission. Due to the 2011 Fukushima earthquake, certain pigments were not available to make certain colors. In November 2011, the export version, excluding the Japanese version, of the Camaro was introduced after a 2-year delay. The delay was due to unexpected domestic demand. The export version included different tail lamps with integrated reverse and amber turn signal lamps, larger external rearview mirrors with integrated side turn signal repeaters, a rear bumper without reverse light inserts, and other changes to comply with ECE regulation. I actually haven't seen exported. I want to see that. I want to see what they look like. Whoa. So they don't look that different? Wait. Oh my goodness. You know what I just figured out? The one in the picture right now is the exported one. Because I just found this picture and they're the same. No SS badging. And they look this. No, they're the same. So I actually been looking at the exported one the whole time. So that's fun. Here's what the rear end looks like. Because everyone wants to look at the rear end. The reverse light inserts are gone. And I can't tell if that's. I'm assuming they got moisture in their lights here. Oh, okay. Oh, that's weird. Okay, so yeah, see, there's no reverse. Normally, the reverse light here, I can actually show you. Let's get all this off the screen. So this is a normal one, right? You see the reverse lights right here in the bumper. Okay, this is an imported one, or exported one. No reverse lights on the bumper. Wow, fancy stuff. That's interesting. I'm trying to see what else I noticed. I know it said, oh yeah, look at the mirrors. The mirrors are way more square. That actually that looks kind of funny. The mirrors are square. Those are like truck mirrors. Oh wow. I did not notice that. That's so crazy. There's a convertible one. That's weird. I did not notice. I've never actually noticed that. They look kind of weird without the reverse cutout. The reverse light cutout though. It almost looks wrong. Like it's missing something. I don't know if I like the taillights as much because of it. Oh, sorry. It'd be cool. I bet you could find like the mirrors or even the taillights online and you could swap them into, a domestic one. That'd be a good way. Cause I don't know. Actually, I don't dislike the taillights. They look kind of cool. That's just weird. I never realized that they had different ones. I'm spending a lot of time on this, but that's because this is the first time I've seen pictures of them. That's really cool. So yeah, there you know. So you can tell if it's exported, if it doesn't have the reverse light on the bumper, and if the mirrors are square. Because the other ones you can kind of see here are more pointy and aerodynamic. This is just this just looks like a truck. I mean, that's pretty funny. So let's see. Different tail lamps, larger external view mirrors, rear bumper without reverse light inserts. Yeah, that's pretty much everything. That's really cool. Although not in continuous production for the entire period, the 2012 model year marked the 45th anniversary of the Camaro, and this was commemorated with a model available only in carbon flash metallic paint. This edition Camaro included a unique striped package, red, white, and blue interior stitching, as well as a 45th exclusive edition 20-inch wheels. I almost said rims. Oh, my voice is going. It's starting. The V6 was updated to a 3.6-liter LFX engine, producing 323 horsepower. The SS model received an upgrade to the suspension system. All models received the RS spoiler and taillight details, steering wheel mounted volume and radio controls, and Bluetooth connectivity controls as standard. The 2012 Z01 Camaro included a 6.2-liter LSA supercharged V8, producing 580 horsepower. This engine was first used in the Cadillac CTS-V, ooh, I love those, for the 2009 model year. Other features included a 2-stage exhaust, which actually, looking at the car in the picture, you can almost barely see the exhaust at all. It's like, you know, it's probably just straight out of the cats, honestly, or straight out of the manifold. Could be just straight to the cat, and then that's it. I mean, who knows? Addition of suede seats, steering wheel, and shift knob, as well as the ZL1 exclusive 20-inch aluminum wheels. In 2012, Chevy unveiled the production of the 2013 ZL1 convertible. The 2014 Camaro was unveiled at the 2013 New York Auto Show with a refreshed body style and a return of Z28 model. Upgrades included a slimmer grille along with a larger lower fascia and new fog lights along with tail lights that took styling cues from the original first-generation Camaro. The RS appearance package incorporated LEDs into both the headlights and taillights. The Z28 model features a high-performance 7-liter LS7 V8 engine that produces 505 horsepower. The same engine used in the C6 Z06 Corvette. The new Z28 features upgrades intended to improve lap times, and as with the original Z28, air conditioning is an option. The Z28 model retains only one speaker for the seatbelt chime, and the rear quarter glass has been thinned. Rear seats have been thinned, and most of the sound deadening has been removed in an effort to reduce the weight of a vehicle. Then you have one speaker just for the seatbelt chime, and that's it. That's kind of funny. So we spent a lot of time on 5th gen, but now we're going to move to probably the second most disliked Camaro, the 6th generation. I can't say I'm necessarily a huge fan, but I don't hate them. I mean, they still look like a Camaro. You know, they're not like a crossbody thingy thing. So we're getting close to the end here. On May 16th, 2015, Chevy introduced the 6th generation Camaro. That was 2015? I remember when it got introduced and I first started seeing them. I didn't realize that was 2015. That's crazy. At Belle Isle Park in Detroit. The launch, complete with previous generation Camaros on display, coincided with the vehicle's upcoming 50th birthday. Using the GM Alpha platform shared with the Cadillac ATS and manufactured at Lansing Grand River Assembly in Michigan, sales of the 6th generation Camaro began in late 2015, starting with the LT and SS models. The 2016 Camaro weighed about 200 pounds less than the 5th generation. Over 70% of the 6th generation's architectural components are unique to the car and are not shared with any other current GM product. Motor Trend named the 2016 Camaro its Car of the Year. Early production have 3 engine versions, a 2-liter turbocharged inline-4 producing 275 horsepower, a new 3.6-liter V6 making 335 horsepower, while the SS model features the 6.2-liter V8 with 455 horsepower, not as fast as the previous generation. The ZL1 model will use a supercharged 650 horsepower LT4 based on the Corvette C06, and the transmissions are either a 6-speed manual or an 8-speed automatic. The 2017 ZL1 will share the 6-speed manual but has an optional 10-speed automatic transmission with paddle shifters. That has to be fun. I'd pick the 6-speed manual though. The 2016 Camaro comes equipped with both Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto capability features. For the 2017 model year, the 1LE Performance Package returns to the Camaro. The package builds off the success of the previous generation 1LE, offering increased handling and track performance. In response to customer demand, Chevy offers two distinct 1LE packages for both V6 and V8 models, each visually distinguished with a satin black vinyl-wrapped hood and specific wheels. This is done to prevent the sun from glaring into the driver's view when racing on a track. Nice. The 2017 ZL1 Camaro has a top speed of 198 miles per hour, and the Nürburgring Nordschleife lap time of 7 minutes, 29 seconds, and 60 milliseconds. The 2017 ZL1 edition is also one of the first cars with a 10-speed automatic transmission, making it the most unique one of its form. For the 2018 model year, Chevy introduced the ZL1 1LE package for the Camaro. For a long time, this was my dream car. For a really long time, my dream car was a 2018 ZL1 1LE. The new package tested to be 3 seconds faster around General Motors' Milford Road course than the next fastest ZL1 Camaro. The ZL1 1LE Performance Package introduces improved aerodynamics, a new racing-inspired adjustable suspension, the new lightweight forged aluminum wheels with Goodyear Eagle F1 Supercar 3R tires created especially for the ZL1 1LE. Overall, the new performance package reduces the car's weight by 60 pounds over the ZL1. The ZL1 1LE shares the ZL1 supercharged 650 horsepower LT4 engine paired with a 6-speed manual transmission with active rev match. The 2018 ZL1 1LE, a manual transmission model driven by Camaro ride and handling engineer Bill Wise, clocked a Nürburgring time of 7 minutes 16 seconds, which was substantial almost 14 seconds faster than the previous model with a non-1LE ZL1 with an automatic transmission. I do want to pull up a 2018 ZL1 1LE because they're probably one of the most beautiful cars ever made. They are, look at it. Oh, this was my dream car. It still kind of is. So you have favorite cars, and then you have like a dream car. You know, like I know Saturns are my favorite cars. Ooh, I don't know if you heard that. I hit the mic. But this is like, these are so expensive. But this is probably the first thing I'd buy if I won the lottery. Look at how beautiful this car is. Back in like 5th grade, this was the wallpaper on my school computer for a while. It's seriously just, it's perfect. It's a perfect car. It's absolutely stunning. I definitely would get one if I became a millionaire. It's just gorgeous. Gorgeous. But we have one small little we have two tiny little sections left. We're going to start with the racing section. The Camaro was one of the vehicles in the SCCA sanctioned Trans Am series. Chevrolet worked with Roger Penske to operate their unofficially factory-backed Trans Am team, winning the title in 1968 and 69 with Mark Donohue. Jim Hall's Chaparral team replaced Penske for the 1970 season. Warren Agor of Rochester, New York, was the series' leading Camaro privateer. His orange number 13s, 1993, 1994, and 1998. I thought I had a picture of it. I guess not. There was also another SCCA Trans Am Series Camaro that was not popular because of racing, but because of its body modifications. This Camaro, number 13, had been built and driven by Henry Smokey Unick. Smokey Unick was a car builder who worked to reduce the weight of his cars by acid-dipping body parts and installing thinner safety glass. Camaro-style cars also raced in the NASCAR Xfinity Series, with all Chevy teams having used the body since 2013. The Penske Donohue Camaros also had the front sheet metal dropped, all four fenders widened, the windshield laid back, the subframe Z'd to lower the car, the floor pan moved up, and even the drip rails were moved closer to the body. This Camaro had always kept its stock look and had a 302 engine that was capable to produce 482 horsepower. One part that had come out of testing was the Edelbrock Cross manifold. My nose is getting stuffed up. It's getting hard to talk. Bob Jane won both the 1971 and 1972 Australian Touring Car Championships at the wheel of a Camaro. I'm going to put up a picture of this really cool looking Camaro Cup car. Not quite as nice as the Z011LE, but still pretty cool looking. Look at all that air induction. That is a Catfish Camaro, of course. Also, as everybody knows, General Motors has made a product placement or embedded marketing for deals for the Chevrolet Camaro and numerous media. The vehicle mode of the fictional character Bumblebee in the 2007 film Transformers is first depicted as a 1976 Camaro and later a 5th-gen concept variant. A modified 5th-generation Camaro reprises the role of Bumblebee in the sequels, pretty much all of them. Bumblebee takes on the form of a modified 1967 Camaro in the Age of Extinction movie and later 6th-gen concept Camaro. He also returns as a modified 2016 Camaro in Transformers The Last Night. And there probably was a little bit more, but I'm struggling to talk because my nose is stuffed and my throat's starting to hurt. So, I don't know why. I was fine earlier. Probably just need to go get something to open my sinuses, like mint. Either something minty or something spicy. I'll find something. But, some mint tea would be great. I might go make some mint tea, see if we have any. Hopefully it's not caffeine though, because it's 10 o'clock at night. Anyway, it's nice to be back. It feels good. A lot of times when I make these podcasts, when I first start, or like before I start, it's hard to get excited to make it. Not because I don't enjoy it, but because I know I'm going to be talking for a full hour. And sometimes it's kind of hard because like this time, my nose is all stuffed, or it might just hurt. Sometimes your throat hurts. Sometimes you just don't feel good. Sometimes you've been working all day at work and you want to just relax. But it's funny because after about 10 minutes after I start it, I don't even, it doesn't even mind. It doesn't bother me anymore. I'm able to just keep going. But it's fun. I really, really do enjoy making these podcasts. They're a lot of fun to make. I actually have learned a lot of information that I didn't previously know just through making this podcast. So it's cool because I'm learning and you're learning and we're creating a bond. We're becoming friends. Yay! Because I don't have very many of those. So welcome to the team. Welcome to the club. I don't really have like a name for my fan base yet. I know a lot of people have like a fan base name, like, oh, you are my blah, blah, blah. But if somebody has a good idea, there's a Q&A section if you want to leave it in there. That's if you're listening on Spotify, if you're listening on Amazon Music. I don't know if that's a thing. I don't remember. And if you're on YouTube, the comment section is available if you have any ideas for that. But that's going to be the end of this episode for this Tuesday. Lovely Tuesday. I hope it's lovely for you. I don't know if it's lovely for me yet because it's not Tuesday yet. But it will be in an hour and 45 minutes. Which I have to get up for work in not too long after that. So, but yeah, thank you guys so much for all the support. Even though I haven't been very active, I've received good support on my Instagram, on my YouTube. I appreciate it all so much. You are helping me make my dreams come to life, and I appreciate that. Hope you guys enjoyed the background music. I think it's actually supposed to end here in a minute. I have 2 minutes left, so I have to finish this up in 2 minutes. But I appreciate you guys so much, and I'll see you guys hopefully Thursday. Hopefully I'll have time. I know I have on call coming up for work, which might destroy my schedule again, because if I get called after work and I'm out all night, I'm not gonna have time to make a podcast. Oh, the music. Oh, just kidding, it's back. But yeah, I'll let you know how it goes, and obviously I'll update you if I miss an episode. The next one I'll explain what happened, and hopefully you guys will forgive me. But I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for your support.